Hi, everyone. Happy Friday and first day of November. I have the fan going in my home office because it is so hot today. It's been unreal weather. I hope you had a wonderful Halloween last night. It was gorgeous weather. I hope all the kids had a great time and were safe. I wanted to touch base and just give you a little bit of my thoughts on something that I saw today and I have been seeing that I thought was important to touch on. What I wanted to talk about is specifically for home sellers who are listing your home with an agent. I see so many times, way more often than I ever would hope or imagine, low quality cell phone pictures of unstaged rooms and kind of just bathrooms with stuff everywhere, closets open, things in the yard. And that to me is mind blowing. If you are a home seller and you're listing your home with an agent, chances are you're paying a good percentage of commission to that agent. So I feel like it's so important to make sure that your agent is taking the time to have quality marketing with your property in every sense of the word. When you list your home, the whole home presentation, that covers your marketing, that covers the pictures on MLS, that covers the write-up, the floor plans, the details in the marketing, your open houses, everything from start to finish is a reflection on your home, on you, on the whole experience. And ultimately, the presentation, the time taken, and the devil is in the details. So that is going to equate to dollars and cents in your pocket for you as the home seller. When I see, and I just saw a couple today I see low resolution cell phone photos, not the time and effort taken, and that's really unfortunate. I'm a huge believer in that first impressions matter. You get one first impression as a home seller with your home on the market. So that's why I do a whole collaborative process with all of the clients that I have the honor and privilege of working with. It starts before the home ever goes on the market. So we go room by room. I've said this before, but it's so important to not only declutter and set up spaces and refreshen spaces, but also with an eye to the photographer, with an eye to how it's going to look on the MLS and social media and online. And honestly, also to an eye as to how it's going to look when buyers come in your home. So I'm a licensed professional staging professional as well. So I do stage homes, and every home that I work with clients on and I list, I go through that whole process as well. And that doesn't necessarily mean spending thousands of dollars renting furniture, dragging all your furniture out and replacing it with, magazine quality furniture. I try to utilize my clients' furniture the way that they have it in the home. It's all about decluttering and having the space in every room to be able to have the buyer come in and appreciate the space and not get distracted by your stuff. If you don't have anything in a room, there are different ways that we can stage. A lot of times, using your own things, moving things around, but also virtual staging. So, if I feel like a home would benefit from virtual staging, that's something that I provide my clients as well. Every single home I take on, and I have the proper the responsibility and privilege of marketing and representing, I bring in my licensed professionals. That includes house cleaners, that includes painters if you need them, that includes refreshing of landscaping. I work with my husband's company all the time, and actually that is something that I offer to my clients free of charge, which is sort of like landscaping and curb appeal refresh, because that matters too. That's your first approach when you're going through the home. All of my homes are professionally photographed with a professional photographer. I don't just send in my photographer. I go with them. I go room by room. We zhuzh the rooms, even if we have, staging and we've been through it 10 times. He has another eye for things of how they're going to look in the photos. So we go room by room and kind of zhuzh things around, and lighting matters and decluttering matters and angles matter. And so it's just really, really important. I feel like when I see homes that are on the market, it's going to cut me off. Hold on. I know I'm long-winded. I've always been long-winded. But anyway, when I see homes that are put on the market that the agent has slapped up, cell phone photos and no floor plans, or, hasn't done proper staging and hasn't advised, that's really what it comes down to is, proper advising of the clients. That's our job as professionals. So when I see that, it really irks me because I feel upset for those sellers, for those clients, because I feel like, when you represent a property, you should do it to the best of your ability and put out all of the stops and not kind of be lazy and just throw something up there and call it a day and hopefully you get your commission. I don't believe in that because that also costs at the end of the day you as the home seller with your proceeds. So just wanted to tell you that today. Not as a public service announcement, not to be petty, not any of that, but just to advise you that if you work with me or you don't work with me, if you bring in another agent, advocate for your home, advocate for yourself and for your experience. You as the home seller should really have an elevated listing experience where all of those boxes are checked and all of those services are, white glove concierge collaborative services, which is what I really pride myself on bringing my clients. And I feel like it should be that way across the board, and it saddens me when it's not. So anyway, all that to say, I hope you have a